The off-season is a scary time for the NRL. The players do a Jekyll and Hyde and become monsters. They should be locked up at their various club headquarters, only allowed out for pre-season training and Christmas, under strict supervision of course. But in reality, we have to remember, like any part of life, there's always going to be the good and bad people. Maybe we should start a hashtag campaign. Something catchy. I'm thinking, hashtag not all rugby league players are drunk violent monsters. Damn, I should go into marketing. I'm Old Panther, and this is Rugby League news by fans, for fans. In all seriousness though, while it's disappointing to see some of the issues we get over the off-season each year, I actually think rugby league people are some of the best you'll ever meet. I want to say a huge thanks to a Reddit user called Smooth, who private messaged me after my last video. I was using Rugby League Live 3 as background footage due to copyright rules with showing actual game footage, and I mentioned to someone else in a comment that I couldn't afford to buy the newer version of the game when they asked about it. Well, Smooth connected with me on Steam and gifted me the game. It's a massively generous offer which helps me out with my videos. Now I've got the newer game and I've set up a comp with more modernized teams to use for footage. So when you watch my videos, the background games will actually be a comp that progresses with every team playing each other twice and a final series for a little fun. The better quality mic I have now is due to a user by the name of Gorilla Snapper, who offered it to help with the quality of videos I can put out. And then you've got all the people who have offered advice and criticism, which has helped make videos at least watchable. I'll be eternally grateful to everyone, and this isn't confined to our little corner of the internet. Rugby league people on the whole are very generous, kind, thoughtful and caring people. Now, while there are a few dramas in Bali this year, some of the guys have gone elsewhere. For example, Christian Welch, Ryan Pappenhausen, I've probably butchered that pronunciation, sorry, and Tim Manor spent time in Kampala, southern Uganda, with Compassion Australia and the Manor Foundation, spending time with kids, making their lives a little brighter. Now, Compassion Australia is a Christian child development program which sponsors 2 million children, helping them get out of extreme poverty, and the Manor Foundation was founded in honour of the legacy left by Johnny Manor. The Manor Foundation partners with youth-led charities to raise money for the less fortunate. How awesome is it that these guys are doing this with their time off? They make enough money to do pretty much whatever they want, yet they chose to go halfway around the world to help out some kids. Or check out the Bulldogs. They've been going to Papua New Guinea for 8 years straight now, helping out the community. This year, Jaden Ockenbaugh, Jack Cogger, Rennie Matua, Frank Pritchard, Daniel Holdsworth and Corey Payne were a part of the group that went over and helped build a school during their holidays. I'm honestly extremely proud to be able to say that this club and these players are part of the game that my daughters will be fans of growing up. Here's one I'd love to know if Hooper is even aware of. Latrell, my character and integrity, deserve to be questioned for driving a car. Mitchell, making a simple gesture for a fan who idolises him. Kane's family drove 6 hours to see Latrell play and hopefully have the boy meet his hero, but the players weren't signing autographs or taking pictures. Yet Mitchell took the time to have a chat and sign Kane's hat and jersey. A young superstar making time for kids. What a terrible person he must be, right? And speaking of centres, Brent Naden made his debut for the Panthers this year with Wonga Blake suffering a knee injury and then taking up a deal with the Eels. It was a pretty successful year for him personally, though a lot of us think he'd be better on the wing, but that's a whole other conversation. More importantly, what is he doing for his time off? He's helping out with the drought by working on a farm.
It goes a long way these days for farmers, so anywhere I can help, I'm more than happy to.
Again, he could have done anything, and he's doing manual labour while he's on holidays to make someone else's life better. You know, there's a ton of these stories around the game, all year long, with players and clubs taking time out for the community in different ways. It's just not worth the mass media attention that a drunken brawl or some such incident is, which is a real shame. If you are someone who wants these kind of stories regularly, or think they should be more popular, go to Footy Smiles on social media. I follow them on both Facebook and Twitter, and it's where I saw these stories. The more popular they are, the better in my opinion, because we get to see the good side of our game, when 9 times out of 10, if you read the paper or watch one of the mainstream news shows as your main news source for the sport, it's going to be negative, and I'd love to see that change. For example, the only story out of the ones featured here I'd even heard about before going to Facebook was Brent Naden, and that's because the farm he worked on is run by the family of a Fox News reporter. Anyway, go check out Footy Smiles. There's heaps of great stories, and I'll catch you next time. Make sure to share my videos around and get more people into the conversation. For me, there's nothing better than engaging with the football community, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one, guys.